What's up, everybody? It's the next day after I just recorded my other one, but I'll upload that tonight. So, preface: the day I record may not be the day I upload. So, it may seem like I'm lying about what day it is when I'm recording, but I am telling the truth at the time. But I just wanted to put my phone up to record because I had some things I was thinking about. I saw one of my friends at the gym. He's talking to a girl. So I wanted to dap him up and kind of just tease him a little bit, and I did. But that simple interaction, I stuttered. He asked, "What did you hit today?" I'm like, "I'm legs, but I'm out of here though. I just got fit done." It sounded more like, and that's what I wanted to say, but it sounded more like, "Yeah, I just finished. I'm out of here." And it got me thinking about how some people find it funny when I stutter. And I mean, it just sounds odd, doesn't it? To instead of having a smooth sentence, on one word or one syllable, you get caught up in it. Sa 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 sa. That repetition is comedic in a way, And I don't know. I always try not to take it personally, because I mean it is odd. It is odd to hear that when all you're used to is just smooth dialogue, right? But I don't know. Sometimes I kind of get offended by it, and it's okay to be offended by it. But sometimes I feel like I should just be mature enough to know what to expect and just ignore it, right? And sometimes I do, and nobody even notices it. It becomes like a part of my character. I stutter, and they don't even mention it sometimes, just because I just casually move past it. But people roast me, and I was roasted hella for it in high school, middle school. I mean, kids are brutal, And I'm also pretty sensitive, generally speaking. Like I've learned just to just take the bullshit and just move on with it, because it's not that important to me, and I don't have to let it matter to me as much as it does. I mean, it can still hurt, but I mean, what I choose to do with that is my choice, right? I can choose to stay hurt, or I can just be like, it's whatever. And it really is at this point. I've learned to really it's not that serious, Sometimes you have a bad day and you get fed up, and I actually made my supplement about where I go to college right now about my stutter, how I grew up with it. And kids made fun of me all the time, and I was bothered for sure as a kid. And I just thought, I don't know, it's like I stutter and I have to try again, right? It's a constant battle of trying again. It's repetition, right? I try. Okay, it's recording again. I just deleted so many videos off my phone because my storage was getting full, but I don't know where I was at with what I was talking about. I think I was making a metaphor about my repetition of syllables when I stutter. And it's like, it's such a simple thing. I don't even think it's a big deal, but I hate it so much. I'm so frustrated with this sometimes. It's not a choice, and then people laugh at it, and I don't know, I just feel bad. It's like embarrassing. I mean, nowadays I don't really truly am that bothered compared to the previously. The only times I really am bothered is probably when I'm just on top of having a bad day. I'm just like, it's like it's like a tool. Like, speech is a tool, and my tool never is always perfect and functional. And there's a multitude of probably reasons why, and we can get into like the logical like causations and whatnot, but it sucks sometimes. And it makes an impression to people, no matter how much of awareness I can educate people, it'll always be a problem. They'll always notice it. I can hide it as much as I want to, too. Like, if someone gets used to me and my stuttering and I just fly past it, it's just a part of my identity. There's still an impression at hand. Like, it's a part of my reputation. And I can't control it when it happens. And I don't know. It's almost like what do you call it? I forgot what you call it. But it's like, I'm not the smartest person ever. I'm not the strongest. I'm not really any of the extremes in an aspect, in whatever aspect. But I think having the ability to try again is like my superpower. Like, I've gone through so many failures, but I'm able to try again. And I guess maybe that's what the university admissions saw in me with my stutter story. I try again no matter what. When I stutter, I don't stop until I get it right, you know? Like, I'm gonna get stuck on that sound until I get it right. That's kind of funny to me. Cause I don't know, it seems kind of stupid, to be honest. I don't know. I try again and again and again, and people laugh at me. Cause I could always just stop talking when I stutter. I could be like, and just like stop, and just stop talking. And sometimes it makes me want to not talk. Like, when I approach someone, I just don't want to say anything. Maybe just like do like a hand signal, do like a little wave or something. It makes me actively think about my next steps, like in real time. It makes me overthink. Like, I'm approaching a friend and they may be somewhere, and I'm just like, instead of like, I feel like I'm gonna stutter if I say hello. Like, you kind of feel it deep down. Like, you kind of feel the feeling of you're gonna stutter on this. Like, and sometimes I practice the phrase before I go up to someone and talk to them, because I don't want to mess it up, and it usually still messes up anyways, and I just don't like it, you know? It's like trying to fix something that you've been trying to fix your whole life, and you keep trying to do it over and over and over again. I don't know, it's kind of symbolic, no? Because I stutter, there's so much repetition, and it's failure until I break through, regardless of people think, you know? Regardless of what people may get an impression of me. And I think part of that's always gonna suck. I don't know, I was just thinking about that earlier. It's like a metaphor, or you could think of it like a metaphor. And it's always like part of my character to never give up. I don't know. It's kind of corny. But I don't know. There's something there. I wanted to write it down in my notebook, but I forgot the words already. It was going to be like something along the lines of like, I don't know. I was going to kind of compare like stuttering. I think you guys got the idea like already, but it's like I stutter until I make it through. It's like just as how like in life, whenever there's like a tribulation, You try again and again and again until you make it through. Yeah. I don't fucking know, dude. Now it just sounds kind of stupid now that I say it out loud. Cause who takes stuttering this seriously, right? I don't know. I keep stuttering. I'm probably gonna continue stuttering. And people are gonna probably get the same reactions. People are still gonna roast me. People are still gonna think about things about me. Like, it's always gonna go noticed, and it will always be there, no matter how much you really like try to ignore it. It'll always be there. It's not invisible. That's what bothers me. It's like, I guess this is what people that are discriminated feel like, you know? It's always kind of just there, even if nobody mentions it. And at some point, you know, people can not really talk about it anymore because it's like old news. Like, people already know about that characteristic, but it's still there, and they know. They know about it. And it's frustrating when you can't articulate quite what you think, right? Especially if you're someone who thinks a lot. I think a lot about a lot of things. Some things that don't even matter. Other things that maybe do matter a little more, but I think a lot. I'm in my head a bunch. And when I can't quite articulate the thoughts in my head, vocalize it, put it out there to the world, or even communicate it so that other people can maybe understand or sympathize or empathize with what I'm saying and my experiences, it's frustrating because then nobody gets your perspective. Nobody hears you out. Nobody knows what it actually is like. Some people explain it and they still don't get it. So how are you supposed to have it easier to understand for other people if on top of that you're not even good at explaining things, but you have trouble explaining at all? Like, the activity of explaining is hindered. On top of that, the ability to explain is measured at different levels. And that's why, like, bad teachers exist and good teachers exist. Some people are just terrible at teaching. Some people are terrible at putting it in words where other people who have no idea or have any background in such topics can understand. Because they don't have that perspective. Whereas others know exactly where they started from. And they know where to build up from there. And they can facilitate that learning a lot better than others. But I don't know. Most of what I was going to say kind of exited my brain once I saw that I had like 0 storage in my phone. And I had to like re-record. But yeah, something about stuttering, and it's hard sometimes, and life is hard sometimes too, and you could kind of just like, you know, see like the parallel between that. I don't know. Is this stupid? This is kind of stupid. I don't know. Okay, bye.